Check, check, 1, 2. And we're live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to a beautiful matinee game here on a sunny afternoon in Evanston, Illinois, between Loyola University and Northwestern University. In the booth, myself, Aaron Goldstein, alongside my partner, Sam Beebe. Say hi to the fans, Sam.
Hello, everybody.
You gotta get real close to this one. We had a couple technical difficulties as we're just working through the kinks, trying to get a microphone. That's part of the fun, ladies and gentlemen, is when you're building a club from the ground up, you have to pick the right people in the right positions, and so we have some leaders who are coming through for us. Special shout out to Jack Lewis. He was able to put all this thing together. Future president of the club and maybe even the United States. He's good at working the room around, wearing 55 in red. Last night Chicago was wearing white. Today wearing red. Or sorry, pardon me, maroon and gold, baby, maroon and gold. Northwestern, they're wearing white with their purple. I like their purple jerseys. Injury update: Peter White will not be playing. Alongside Babs is not playing. Ezra's not playing. So you won't be able to. Unfortunately, you won't be able to see Peter White on the ice, but he's going to be in the building. So. Tristan Roski is also not playing. He's on a little long-term injury reserve, and I really hope he's doing well. So Tristan, if you're out there, we hope you're healthy, buddy. In addition, we got fans all over the country, all over the world. Some from Belgium, Bulgaria, Romania, USA, Canada, and we appreciate you guys tuning in. I know there's Olympic hockey on tonight. Hillary Knight tied the all-time goal record. So we'll see if maybe some of the boys on Chicago have a chance to break their own personal records tonight. Yeah, thank you. As it is senior weekend for both of us. How are you, Mr. Fabo? Sam Fabo's dad is in the building, along with a lot of other parents watching here and abroad. Jack Smith's mom, Mrs. Smith, she's watching from Twin Lakes, Wisconsin. How are you, Mrs. Smith? I hope your kid can make some good saves tonight.
Loyola reacts to this penalty as Nagel and Sadler forward, and number 14, and Wazir will be back on defense.
I think we're playing the audio from last night. Mute it for a second.
I can't.
And we're back on the air. Puck drop in a couple minutes. We got Wazzy, Superstar Pete, Alex Dumalik, Sam Falbo, and that looks like Gino over there, number 9. Refs are about to drop the puck here. All right, we're good. My tech advisor is telling me we're good. So that sounds like we're good. Puck drop, lost by Chicago. Northwestern's going to pick it up, try to chip it in. Gino back with it, little soft backhand over to Pete, chips it off the boards. I want to know what Tassos told him before this game, trying to win, make this a good game for us. Sam foul ball, hard back check as Dummy's going to chip it up to neutral zone. Northwestern slowly motors through the middle. They come back as, oh my gosh, I'm joined in the booth by Henry Bailey. Henry, say hi to the fans, man.
How's it going?
Yeah, we got a lot of alumni here tonight. Wazzy's dropping it back to Fabo. Fabo dumps it in deep below the net. Soft 2-on-2 there for Chicago so far. Puck goes over to Wazzy. He throws it up to the point, up to Gino. He steps in. Shot is blocked as Pete picks it up. Chipping it back over to Dummy. Dummy throws it out. There it is, tipped. Tipped by Wazzy in between the legs, but puck does not go in. Good save by the senior captain in net for Northwestern. It's going great. Going great. Ryan Kernicki on the draw. Looks like he got moved up to the second line. He's going to lose that faceoff. Puck is chipped over to Southern, trying to close off the angle. Little action here with Sean Carey back. Shut down a defenseman. Oh! Sean Carey angles him out to the outside, and they drive the net, crashing into Jack Smith. Andrew Swanson protecting his goaltender real well there. You can tell he's playing with a chip on his shoulder after last night. Northwestern wanted a goal there, but can't crash into the goal and have it be a goal. Face off to the right of Jack Smith. Ryan Kernicki on the draw. See if he tries to go with a forehand win, get it out of the way of the middle of the ice. Forehand lost there. There's a block by Southern. Cats go to DB. Shot blocked by Chicago. Crank trying to win the puck over. Shot on net low. Little containment. With Ryan Kernicki chips it up. Little D-to-D action. Carey passes it up. Unable to complete that pass with Noah Nagel. Trying to get aggressive. D-to-D action for Northwestern as they motor up the ice slowly. Blocked off the skate of Ryan Kernicki. Going for a change. We're going to see this first line come back out there. The foul ball line. Zach Southern trying to rub him off on the boards there. He's going to apply some pressure. Good support by Falbo. Getting it all the way down. Chicago's only got 4 guys on the ice right now. We need another guy. Wazzy's going to pick it up. Dump it in deep. Falbo's on the chase. Strip steal. Trying to get it out to Pete in the front. Pete's going to steal it. Looking for his first of the year. Wazzy's going to take it back again, chip it in, on net. This is the first line. I'm liking this first line. They got some good sustained pressure. Fabo still on the chase. That's how you win hockey games, folks, with some chase. Forcing a bad play. Puck goes right to the middle. Back over to Pete. Chips it back to Dummy. He's probably going to go D-to-D. He doesn't. He goes up to Wazzy. Good decision making there. Nice and calm. Wazzy tries to throw it over to Fabo, but it's going to go all the way down for an icing. No tape. We could ask Julia if she has some tape in her purse, but I don't think she does. Maybe one of the fans here has some tape. We can tape our extension cords down. As we are in Robert Crown Community Ice Center, we got people walking the track, running. We got a library, and a lot of fans. Record attendance here. Record attendance, almost 500 people. Shot blocked by Dummy there. As we see Gino pick it up, he's going to throw it over to Pete. Nice catch. Pete always plays good with good players. Pete walks in. Strong on the puck. Over to Gino. Gino dumps it down. Over to Pete. Pete's going to throw it to the corner. You hear Ryan Kernicki calling for it. Wazzy throws it up to Dummy. He shoots. And we'll see a shin pad breakaway here with Jack Smith coming out to play. Great pass by Smitty. Great pass by Smitty. It doesn't get connected, but I like the aggressive from the kid. With Chicago trying to get something going here early in the first. You see LJ on the puck. Juddy making a couple nice moves. Wearing number 22. Good hit there by Jack Lewis. He's playing the body. Smitty's going to come up and play the puck. We see Swanee getting it. He's motoring up there like a nice horse. A horse out of the stable. He's going to move in through the middle of the ice. Holds, shot, tries for that low shot. Puck's chipped up in the air. We'll see if Crank can come back. Swanee, full 200-foot player. Angling off number 9 in white. Solid body check in the corner there. Ryan Kranicki, good center support. Puck's going to go up. Juddy gets it to Mansfield. We got Mansfield, Lewis, and Crank. A little 3-on-2 action here. Couldn't get that pass off in time. Northwestern coming up, making a move, and there's shoot. Oh, what a beautiful goal by number 9 in white, as he's able to undress the Loyola Chicago defender for their first of the day. Jack Smith unable to slide his left pad over there as the puck seeps past him. Henry, what do you think about that goal right there?
I was looking at the fans, I can't lie. I'm taking it all in.
Yeah, it's just going to be back in the arena. Chicago's had some sustained pressure. Probably the shots on goal, they're not counting them on the scoreboard, but I would say it's probably maybe 6-3 in favor of Chicago. Seeing if we can bounce back. Battling through adversity all season and all year. Little D to the action by Gino. His dummy's going to dump the puck in. Wazzy on the forecheck. Going for a stick pressure there. Pete's going to not be able to get the puck. Gino keeps it in. Kicks it down. Good strong play there by Gino. Northwestern blocking another pass. They're blocking passes well through the middle. Gino's going to get caught to the outside. And they shoot it on net. 2 shots. Good save by Jack Smith. With Sam Falbo on the nice back pressure there. That kid truly plays a 200-foot game. Dummy's going to get the puck. Trying to chip it over to Pete.
Last choice. I don't know if that works.
We're good. No. Thank you. Thank you, Pablo. Special shout out to Pablo, rink manager. He's trying to help us out any way we can. It's just nice to have everyone in the community chipping in for our program. For both these young hockey programs. Sam Falbo's going to try to get it there. Gino scoops the puck out of the corner. Little stop and go action. Reversed by Gino. He's still got the puck. Chips it over to Pete. Pete, he gets stick checked. Shot blocked by Swanee. Puck's in the corner. Swanee picks it up. Pete trying to get out of his own. Chicago cannot get it out. Jack Smith's going to cover up.
Where is it? What did he just give us?
Oh, he said he had like a microphone, but. I think he might have heard. This is the one we already had. No, he gave us a different one. I said we were good. Face off to the right of Jack Smith. Logan Mansfield on the draw. He's going to win it over to Swanee. Swanee fights off a check. A little bit of an odd man rush if we can hurry. Mansfield driving up the left side. He's going to get rubbed off on the board. Swanee on the puck support, trying to kick it to his skate. He's getting hooked. No call there as Mansfield's trying to chip it on net, but it goes in the corner. A little sustained pressure by him. You can see Sean Carey back for Chicago with Nagel, 3-on-2. Carey's going to pick it up. Try to pass it over to Mansfield. Mansfield chips it up. Southern's moving with a head of steam. No ice there. Northwestern rings it around. Picked up by Nagel. Yeah, he's looking for Dummy. Dummy surveying his options. Throws it to the corner. Carey's going to slap it down for icing against Chicago. I'd like to see him take just another half second to make a pass, but it's forcing an offensive face-off for Northwestern. Same 5 on the ice for Chicago, with Mansfield taking the draw, trying to go for the backhand win. He does. It's always easier to win a face-off on your backhand. Sean Carey moves up the ice. He's going to turn it over. A one-timer, great save by. Oh, they got it in the net. Could not be having the. Smitty got a piece of that, but it still squeaks past them. Cannot be skating the puck up through the middle of the ice like that and expect to win hockey games. We saw a turnover to a tic-tac-toe goal there. Jack Smith cannot be too happy with his team's defensive performance. First 5 minutes we looked hot, but the last couple we're slipping a little. We're slipping. Sam Falbo with the face-off loss there. Pete's on the chases. He's going to force a turnover over to Falbo. Falbo chips it over to Wazzy. Wazzy going into the point. Dummy's going to shoot it low into the catching net of the Northwestern netminder. See an ozone draw here for Chicago. Falbo trying to go for that tie-up win. Good support by his teammates. Wazzy trying to make a good pass. He does. Over to Gino. Gino not going to throw it into the shin pads. Throws it deep. Turnover recovered by Falbo. Falbo chips it down to Pete. Pete back to Falbo. Unable to get it back.
So, like I said before, you just gotta kind of create an identity.
Northwestern throws it up the boards. Little chip pass there. As they throw it across the seam. As they throw it at Jack Smith, and we see number 53. He not suspended for the head contact penalty yesterday, so he's back in there. I'm sure the guy's got his name up in the locker room. Ryan Kanicki trying to win a draw. Able to force a wide shot. Puck's in the corner. Andrew Swanson picking it up. Jack Lewis playing physical there. He's going to force a turnover over to Swanee. Skates it up through the middle of the net. Got to be careful with that one. Mansfield chips it up over to Crank. Oh, man. Cranker would have had a breakaway. He would have been off to the races there. Andrew Swanson dumps it in deep. Ryan Kanicki on the chase. He's going to chip it over to Lewis, who throws it back to Northwestern. Boys trying to get something going through the neutral zone almost halfway through this first period. Good play there by Mansfield. He's trying to force a turnover. Throws it back to Lewis. Lewis tries to get it to Cranker. Throws to the point over to Swanee. He's going to shoot. Shot blocked. Good traffic. Yeah. We see a little action after that. Logan Mansfield trying to go for a goal there, and he gets dumped down. As we see some more fans rolling into the stadium here. Happy to have all our guys coming out from Rogers Park and Edgewater down across town for this matinee game. Face-off win. Wazzy's going to throw it on net, and Falbo, who's right on the doorstep, Johnny on the spot there, trying to poke it in for Chicago's first of the day. Wazzy with some good back pressure there, keeping him out of the middle of the ice. Northwestern picks up the puck, trying to throw it through the middle, but we got some good action. I see Wazzy chip it into his own bench, almost hit Tassos in the face, but he didn't flinch at all. Didn't even take his hands out of his pockets. He looks pretty calm for a guy down 2-0 right now. That's just the kind of guy he is. He's very calm, very good manager of our team. Looking forward to what we can do, bringing our club into the NCAA next season, or maybe the season after that. Pete with a steal there. Pete with a steal in the middle over to Wazzy. Wazzy chips it over to Pete. Pete outnumbered, just going to dump it in. Smart play there. Don't want any turnovers in between the blue lines. Good pressure by Chicago, trying to force a turnover and get their first greasy goal of the game. Puck goes up to Swanee. He dumps it in. Down to Wazzy. Wazzy makes that cross-seam pass over to Sean Carey, who throws it low. Saved by the goalie there. I see Pete forces Northwestern to chip it out of play. When Pete's coming at you, they get a little nervous. He's not the biggest guy, but he does hit like a train. We see the Kranicki line coming on. Coach K mixed up the line. He mixed up the lines, putting Nagel, Southern, and Kranicki together. I like that line. You got a little bit of everything. Playmaker, sniper, power forward. Kranicki trying to go for the forehand win. He does. Wins it clean, his first of the day. Over to Dummy. Dummy throws it on net. low and away with Nagel trying to get a chip. We're going to see a 2-on-2 here. Nagel, some good back pressure there. Boys unable to get the puck back. Trying to keep Northwestern away from the middle of the ice. They cycle it behind the net. Dummy's strong on that post. Boys collapse it a little bit. Try to protect Jack Smith, keep the puck out of harm's way. They go D to D, dump it in, ring it around. You get tired chasing the puck around the ice like that. You see a Dummy. Dummy's got his head up, trying to find Southern maybe. Okay, I'm happy he didn't make that pass. Throws it wide. Frank's gonna dump it in. We'll see Chicago get some fresh legs. They're gonna roll out the bit of a hybrid line here. Putting Mansfield and Wazzy together. Ryan Kanicki tries to make a hit. See Mansfield on the chase. It's gonna go off his skate. Mansfield first on the puck. He's gonna get bumped off. Falbo, Mansfield working together. Coach K already mixing up the lines. Falbo passes it up to Swanee. Swanee head on a swivel. He's going to throw it down below the net. Mansfield like a hawk out there. He's pick up the puck. Over to Carey. Carey shoots it. You see, you're going to see an odd man rush here. 3-on-1 with a back-checking Falbo. They shoot it. Good save by Smitty. He must have just got a piece of that. You see the Jack Smith fan club celebrating after that good save there. Sam Falbo forces a turnover, throws it over to Mansfield. Mansfield throws it on net. Good rebound control there. Northwestern goalie has not given up any rebounds. That's one of the reasons they're winning this hockey game. 8:38 to go. In this first period, Loyola Chicago trailing. Pardon?
Give me the current score.
Current score is 2-0. Face-off tie up there. Chicago only being outshot by a few shots right now, according to my tally. Picked up by Sean Carey. He's going to throw it down for ice. He was close to the red line there, but those are the rules. We'll see how the refs are calling it tight this game. Hopefully they call a couple the physical penalties in the first period so you don't see any more player injuries like we saw last night. Just under 8.5 to go here in this first period. Chicago trailing 2-0. Face off to the left of Jack Smith. We're going to see Ryan Kranicki on the draw. I hope he goes for backhand wind. Backhand loss there. They go winger to point. Low shot on net. Jack Smith never saw that when it got blocked by somebody up out in front. Probably Sean Carey. He eats pucks for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Another block there. His puck's going to force up to Kranicki. He's going to take it wide. Looking for his options. A little stop-and-go action. Trying to sauce it over to Swanee. Swanee with a back pass. Hits the side of the net. Picked up by Northwestern. They throw it up the middle. Unfortunately, no one was there for Chicago. Zach Saturn trying to get the puck in deep. Puck gets chipped past him. Andrew Swanson's going to easy strip steal. Goes off the board. Saturn picks it up. Oh, trying to trip it to Kranicki. Saturn going to walk in up the right side. I'd like to see a power move out of him. He's going to take his man down, pick up the puck. He barely touched him and he went down. Saturn trying to find Wazzy on the back door, but Wazzy wasn't there in time. Wazzy, a little cycle. Northwestern, they're going to wheel up the ice. Number 9 for them. They had that first goal, highlight reel goal there for Northwestern. Got to watch out for that. For number 9 and number 20, they got their top line out. Dummy's going to go over to Gino. Gino going to take ice, trying to get the red line. He's going to turn it over. With Chicago almost getting caught in a bad change there. The puck going back to Southern. Southern chips it over almost on our own net. Dummy sauces it up the middle. That was another turnover. Jack Smith's going to come out to play the puck again. Puck careens up the side of the board. Southern in the shooting lane. Puck gets chipped to the middle. Wazzy chips it over, just barely out of the zone. Sadly, at the end of a long shift, must have been a minute and a half at least for him. We see Superstar Pete coming on the ice. That's Wazzy's going to take a penalty, tripping penalty there on number 9. He was going for the puck, but unfortunately for us, the stick of Michael Wazaloo got caught up in the skates.
All right. And apparently I'm back on the air.
Face off to the left of Jack Smith. You see Ryan Kranicki win that one clean over. Swanee picks it up, makes a move, stop and go action. Throws it all the way down the ice. Falvo's on the chase. He could win this one. Falvo with some good hustle there, trying to kill off this penalty. Got Falvo and Swanee up on the top. Northwestern trying to set something up off the sideboards. They walk to the middle. Puck gets tangled up. We see number 12, the alternate captain, still pick it up over to his point man, back to the sideboards, back to the point. Cranker trying to take away some space. The boys are playing aggressive on this PK. Swanee keeping it to the side. Puck's behind the net with GDM trying to make something happen, get the puck out of the zone. Northwestern makes a blunder there as the puck squirts out of the zone. Chicago gets a couple fresh legs on the ice. Puck on the half wall. Northwestern still with control. I don't think Chicago's touched the puck in almost a minute. Fortunately, Northwestern hasn't had any shot. They throw it rink side with some good sticks and lanes, able to break out that play. Chicago, good containment on this PK as Jack Smith's going to take a deflection off the glove. Good angling by the boys there. As Gino approaching 2 minutes in his shift. He's got those young legs, so he can take it. Great shot block by Swanson. He looked like Henry Bailey out there sliding in the shot. So shout out to Henry Bailey. He's in the building. As, when you have good leadership previous, it makes the next generation of players a lot better. Gino able to stand his ground, chip it over to Mansfield, who throws it up the middle. With Chicago having some good containment. We'll see Wazzy coming back on the ice in 1 second. Little one-timer, trying to go for a one-timer as the Cats unable to convert on that one. Swanee's going to throw it all the way down for an ice. I don't know if he realized the penalty was over. We got some tired players out there. Let's see, we got Mansfield, Lewis. Oh, Lewis must have just hopped on the ice. So fortunately, he's got some fresh legs. Swanee, he's very good at conserving energy, but he's still been out there for 2 minutes. I think he was out there for the whole penalty kill, along with Crank and Gino. My partner's giving me the nod. I think he's right. Northwestern, they got 5 fresh kids on the ice. It's hard to take a face-off tired, but fortunately, Crank's going to tie it up. Puck's going to get chipped out of play. Oh, nope, not yet. Jack Lewis on the chase, seeing if he can build some speed. Mansfield trying to force a turnover. It's going to get picked up by Nagel. Nagel stumps it deep. Bit of a hybrid line here of Lewis, Nagel, Mansfield. As we just killed off that penalty. Noah Nagel's getting taken down. No tripping call there. It seemed like the same thing they just called 2 minutes ago. With Mansfield with a solid body check. Nice clean hit. His dummy flips it up over Northwestern. They do a little stop and go. Number 19 wheeling through the ice. He's going to throw it on low. Jack Smith keeps that rebound in the corner. Block shot by Nagel. Puck gets thrown in, but Wazzy's right there. He must have just gotten on the ice. He makes a nice move over to Lewis, unable to catch the pass. Hustling on the forecheck as Chicago's going to get some fresh legs. Jack Lewis takes a tumble there, unable to force a turnover. We see Sam Falvo pick up the puck, throw it right back to the Cats. The boys got it. When they get the puck, they got to hold on to it for a little bit longer. We can't just be slapping the puck around and expect to score some goals here. Puck in the corner, Nagel trying to make a steal. They're going to force it in there with Cranker back on there, so they're a long shift. He throws it over to Pete. Pete dumps it in. He's able to slither by 2 body checks. Pete with some pressure there. He finishes his hit nicely. Puck goes over the middle of the ice. Sean Carey trying to make a play. Puck goes over the two one-timers missed as Carey tries to block it. It gets soaked up into the pads of Jack Smith. Chicago hasn't had a shot on net in 8 minutes or so. I feel like every time we've gotten the puck, we've just slapped it around. We gotta keep some possession. I'd like to see a little more wheeling and dealing from the boys here. face off to the right of Jack Smith is Cranker trying to win on the forehand. Puck's going to go to the point. Dumped in. Carey chases behind the net. Puck goes over to Swanee. Swanee trying to chip it out. He's going to float it up the middle as Zach Southern unable to get the puck on that breakaway. He would have had a goal for sure. Mansfield got his stick lifted there. Swanee, good puck support. Mansfield tries to throw it over to Southern. Andrew Swanson is a good hit. Puck gets chipped over to the middle as Sean Carey's just going to dump it in. Cats pick up the puck behind the net. They're going to make a breakout pass. Chicago getting caught in a bad change. Fortunately, the Cats weren't able to capitalize. They go rink side, throw it high and wide. Puck's kept in at the zone by the defender for Northwestern. Behind the net, Carey trying to get some angling, get his good hit there. He's able to finish the hit. Mansfield trying to chip it out. He's going to throw it up to Southern. He gets hit in the back, but he's able to get over to Krenicki. Krenicki, a one-on-one. He throws it off the helmet. Shot the stick out of the hands. Shot the stick out of the hands twice at number 8. The boys aren't happy about that. No call. Oh, they did call it. I didn't see the ref with his hand up. Yeah, I think Ryan Krenicki's going to get maybe not. Oh no, it was net. The net got knocked off.
I was going to say 2-minute interference.
1 minute remaining in the period. Chicago down 2-0. As you see, number 8, Buckwild and back talking to the ref. The thing was, Krenicki shot his stick out of his hands clean the first time. The second time, he just shot into the middle of the ice. A little too saucy, for my opinion. They probably got his number in the locker room, looking to get him back for that one. Delmonico in the corner. He's gonna chip it. Oh, bad bounce there. As they're gonna bury the puck. Chicago gets an unfortunate bounce there as they keep throwing the puck up the middle, unable to clear it out of the zone. And Northwestern doesn't make a mistake there, is able to collect the garbage. Their bench has some good energy on it compared to ours. The rink is pretty quiet right now. I'd like to hear a little more energy from Tassos or some of the boys, some stick slapping or some more encouragement. Trying to get the atmosphere up in here. We're down 3-0. Sam Falvo face-off loss there, but he's trying to get it back. Chips it up the middle. It'd be really nice to get one here late in the first frame. Puck chipped in to the Chicago zone. Sean Carey going to pick it up. Swanee trying to get it. He's going to force a bad shot. Jack Smith chips it in the corner with his glove. Carey throws it right on the tape of Northwestern player. Swanee's going to come back, force a turnover. Carey trying to motor up the ice. The Chicago unable to get the puck past the red line, dump it in deep. Andrew Swanson with a nice hit. Nice hit there late in this first period. Trying to throw it up to Falvo. Puck goes back to Carey late in the period. He's going to go over to Swanee. As we see this first period come to an end, Chicago down 3-0 to Northwestern University. I'd like to see a little more. I'd like to see a little more energy in this building from Chicago. A little better forechecking. Trying to get these. They're playing more physical, but it's not good enough. Not good enough, not yet. All right, as this period comes to a close, we'll see you guys back here in 12 minutes. So get some milk and rest up, and we'll be back here, be with you guys shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for the second period of this matinee game. Huh? Yeah, well, we're not at center ice, yeah. We're just at the blue line. A little bit in the corner action. I personally like to watch hockey games from the corner. That way you can see everything. I remember when I saw Patrick Kane's slap shot overtime goal against Vegas, I was sitting up with my partner Sam Beebe in the corner. Puck drop here. Falbo's going to win it. Dummy chips it over to Pete. Pete trying to get something going. Wazzy with a good back check there as he's going to steal it and dump it in. Nice clean play. Good start to this first period for Chicago. Second period, good start to this first minute of the second period. You probably should know what period it is. Puck is dumped in by Falbo as Pete's going to pick it up. Dummy tried to keep it in the zone. He's unable to get there. Chips it back in. I would like to see Chicago have kept the puck in there. Try to throw a shot on goal. As Pete has a nice hit. We can see the fans there cheering for him. Northwestern, that's how you finish a check, as my partner said. Puck's going to be kept in at the line by Northwestern. They're going to throw it in on net. Jack Smith is going to deflect that rebound into the stands, or into the netting. Face off to the right of Jack Smith as we're going to see Dom Vansel on the ice. Tassos is mixing up his defensive lines. Ryan Kernicki, face off loss there, but Saturn's going to pick it up and intercept a pass. Drive on the back end, he's going to make a one-handed move. Saturn's off to the races. Oh, he tried to Forsberg. Unable to bury with Noah Nagel coming up. Now the back where Zach Saturn lays a haymaking hit. That's what I like to see out of my boys. Great effort there by Saturn. He's going to lay another hit, trying to steal the puck back, because we got some energy in this building now. Puck's on the boards there on the right side as Andrew Swanson lays the body check, able to steal the puck. He's going to skate it up, looking for options. Saturn gets taken down at the line as Crank's going to try to dump it in. Andrew Swanson on the chase. Chicago's only got 4 players on the ice right now. Saturn, good shift there by him. Dom Vansel going for a steal. He's going to try to hunt down a loose puck. As Northwestern dumps it in. Swanee all the way back below his own goal line now with the puck. A little stop and go. Reverses it over to Vansel. Vansel's going to bank it off the boards. Try to get it back to Swanee. He's going to take a hit to make a play. They throw it up to Pete. Over to Wazzy. Wazzy with a little bit of speed. He's going to get rubbed off the puck there. Unable to find Pete. Pete's going to pick up a turnover. I would like to see him throw it on net there. Northwestern behind the net. Chicago keeping him behind the net. Sam Falbo on the fore pressure. We got a solid 1-2-2 going right now. Puck goes over to Gino. Gino goes D to D. Dummy throws it back over to Gino. He's got his head up. Throws it over to Falbo up the middle. He tips it ahead. He's trying to find Peter Wazzy, one of his wingmen. Northwestern back behind the net. They make a strong side breakout pass as they wheel up the ice. 1-on-3 there. Dump it in. Gino on the chase. As Falbo is going to take down his man. Pete throws it up to the point. Blocked by Falbo. Falbo's going to try to find Pete there. A little drop pass into the skates of Pete Armatas. Puck's going back and forth here. Chicago trying to get something going. Gino with a nice little side move there. Tries to make another, but he gets bumped off the puck. Falbo with the cross corner dump. Trying to get some fresh legs. Fortunately, we got Dummy back on the ice. They would have been off to the races there. Jack Smith comes out to play it. He's chipping it over to Dummy, looking for options. Jack Lewis picks it up, throws it right to the other team. It's a 3-on-2. Fortunately, Gino was able to get his stick in the lane. We got to have some smarter breakout passes here, guys. Mansfield on the ice. Puck's behind Chicago's net with Cranker and Gino working together. Gino throws it off the boards. We're going to see no ice with a good hustle there by Jack Lewis. See if he can get the puck. Mansfield and Lewis on on it in their left corner, trying to get something done here. As Northwestern doesn't get the puck out. Good keep by Swanee. Puck goes over to Jack Lewis, who wakes up. Oh, shoot it! Oh, well, if we'd shot that, Kraker would have been wide open on the back door. Because we're going to see another odd man rush with Dom Vansel on the back pressure. Throws it over, back to... Oh, Jack Smith! He got lucky there as Northwestern was not able to convert. Puck gets passed up to Kranker. Kranker with a one-on-one, trying to get over to Swanee. Kranker with a great move, gets hooked back to Swanee, scores! The captain! Andrew Swanson banks it home after a beautiful toe drag. Ryan Kranicki walked through two guys, one with the toe drag. And it's 3-1 hockey game here, boys. Andrew Swanson collecting the garbage. That's what we said last period. We got to go to the front of the net. If Andrew Swanson didn't stop right in front of the net, first of all, we would have had a defenseman call up ice, but second of all, we would not have scored. Good goal by Chicago. They only have a couple. They definitely came out with a new head of steam in this second period. Sam Foulball on the draw here. I can feel the vibe in the building just change after that Swanson goal. Gino's going to throw it over to Foulball, trying to get it deep. He can't. Wazzy on the back check. 1-on-4 here. As Northwestern's going to take it wide. Off a skated dummy. Good positioning by him. Gino reverses over to Dummy. Dummy throws it up to middle. Wide open Gino. Passes it up to Foulball. Oh, we had two guys there. Pete, good support. Good puck support there by Pete. He's going to walk in, move to his forehand. Driving wide on his forehand. Throws it on net low. I like that effort by Pete. He's shifty. They don't call him Shifty Pete for nothing. As he picks up the puck again. Try to get over to Wazzy. Foulball's going to have it on the backhand. Wazzy and Foulball working in the corner. In the skate of a Northwestern player. Wazzy picks it up. So he gets drilled from behind. Pucks get flipped up there. Dummy's going to recover it. Throws it over to Gino. Gino chips it up the boards over to Pete. Pete's going to do a nice cross-corner dump. Chicago trying to get some fresh legs, but they got to hurry. As Northwestern had a man wide open on their own blue line. Gino was not able to get off the ice. Noah Nagel picks up the puck behind his own net, gets taken down. Swanee picks it up. He's going to throw it all the way down, but Crank trying to win a one-on-one. Crank almost had it. Crank almost had enough speed. He was that close. Northwestern set a little pick there. They set a little pick there on Ryan Kranicki. Set a little pick there on Ryan Kranicki, else he would have gotten that icing. Unfortunately, we're gonna have a face-off in the left corner of our defense zone. Kranker, good win on the backhand. Gino's gonna pick it up. Back over to Kranker. He chips over to Nagel. Nagel back to Crank. Kranker's gonna steal it back. Wheeling up the ice on his backhand. One apple on the day. You know he's like a dog ready to hunt. Northwestern throws it off, hits the stanchion. As Gino's still unable to get off the ice. Andrew Swanson throws it in deep. As Gino finally able to get off the ice, we see Southern picks up the puck, trying to work around the outside. I like when he wheels on that strong side. He's going to throw it far over to Crank. Oh, Cranker, the goalie, dead to rights, unfortunately unable to elevate. Great pass by Southern. The two rookies with some good chemistry there. I mean, no, without Peter White, our team, without Peter White, he's a leader on and off the ice. Great in the classroom, probably on the dean's list or honor roll. We're missing him on the ice, but we got the other boy. We got the boys Southern and Cranker. They're putting in some work. In his absence, Ryan Kranicki with a forehand win. Fortunately, Chicago's not able to keep it in the zone. Puck's behind the net of Jack Smith. The Southern chips it up the middle, trying to find Nagel. Nagel forcing the puck over to Crank. Crank back to Dom. Dom chips it over. Southern wheeling up the right side. He picks up the loose puck. Trying to drive. Oh, Crank was wide open. Southern trying to move out. Puck gets chipped in front. Zach Southern with another nice clean hit. Puck on the side with Ryan Kranicki trying to get it back. One little 1-on-3 action for Northwestern. Little dance in there as he's able to throw it in the catching mid of Jack Smith. I don't know about you, Sam, but I'm looking forward to that next Zach Southern shift. He had 2 hits, Almost has 2 assists tonight. He's really developing nicely.
I call him Bumble because he's buzzing out there.
Yeah, I call him a bumble because he's buzzing out there. Face off in the left corner. Sam Falbo trying to go a forehand win. As you see, number 5 got off the ice with an injury, but he's back on. Wazzy trying to chip it up. It's going to be an icing for Chicago. Because unfortunately, Wazzy's a little too strong there on the puck. He throws it down. 3-1. 3-1 Northwestern over Loyola Chicago in a matinee game here in beautiful Evanston, Illinois. 12 minutes, 31 seconds left in the period. Sam Falbo trying to win another one on his right side. Yeah, forehand win right to Gino. Gino's going to chip it over. That's a soft call there. Gino's going to get called for a trip. I don't like that call. Yeah, Gino chipped the puck and the follow through caught number 22 in white, and he takes I wouldn't call it a dive, but he takes a tumble. As we see one of our rookie defensemen go to the box. Sam Falbo, Swanee, Wazzy, and Crank all on the ice. Chicago trying to call up a penalty here. Face-off win by Falbo. He's going to get it over to Swanee. Swanee with 1 goal on the day. He's going to ring it up. Wazzy, good stick there by Falbo. I like to protect the middle of the ice there. We had all 4 guys with sticks in lanes. That's what you want. Cross seam pass by Northwestern as they're trying to go back door. Chicago unable to clear it. Little half-wall play there, trying to open the ice. They throw weak side, high and wide by the captain. Almost halfway through this PK. Ryan Kranicki out there directing traffic. Falbo's going to get caught up ice a little as Northwestern walks through the middle. Little stop and go action. They set it up, trying to find the middle of the ice. Soft one-timer on there that can't find the net. Wazzy with a nice steal there. He's going to try to wheel around the net maybe. Nope. Stop and go action. Chicago unable to get the puck out of the zone. Sam Falbo, great physical play there. You can tell he knows he wants to get off. He wants to get off the ice. He's been on there for a minute 15. Ryan Kranicki trying to force a bad pass. Falbo cutting off some space as Northwestern tries to set up that cross seam pass. That's basically their whole setup. They go D, winger, then you try to pass it across for a one-timer. They're going to work it up to the middle of the ice. Chicago not chasing too much as they pick it off the post. And Jack Smith, he got the first one, but unfortunately Chicago unable to clear the puck out of the center of the ice. See Northwestern forward skated all the way around the horn, shot it low, hit the post. Jack Smith tried to swat it out of the way, but the boys couldn't clear out the rebound, and now we're down by 3 goals. Halfway through this game, we're going to see another mixed-up line of Mansfield, Nagel, Southern, with Gino and Dummy on the back. They lose the draw. Southern's going to steal the puck, see what he can do. He's going to try to take a shot. Whiff there on the toe drag. Maybe he was trying to make a toe drag. I'm not sure. Puck chipped out by Northwestern. No icing call there. Oh, no, they called it. Not good communication by the refs there. Unfortunately, Gino's able to win the foot race. You can tell he's smiling. He just told Dummy, why didn't they put their hand up for the icing? And if you guys would like to see Gino Delmonico mic'd up, he's a funny guy in the locker room, so I'd like to see him mic'd up. So leave a like and a comment or let us know on our Instagram at LUC Men's Hockey. Face-off win by Mansfield over Dummy. He's going to throw it on net. Tipped wide. Mansfield on the hunt. Forehand. He's trying to find some options. Trying to throw it over to Gino. The puck gets out of the zone. Backhand play there. As Dummy's going to chip it back. Fortunately, the Northwestern player wasn't able to get a handle on that. As an unlucky bounce off the stick of Alex Dumoulin. Well, it could have been a breakaway. Gino with a little stop and go, a little risky play. He's going to motor up to the zone. Puck's chipped off the wall. as Northwestern's going to come in. They try to make room on Nagel, but he's going to sacrifice the body. He's going to sacrifice the body to get the puck out of the middle of the ice. They throw it on net from the middle, miss the net. Puck's bouncing. Gino picks it up on the backhand. He chips it off the boards over to Southern, unable to get it. It was a bouncing puck. Spin move there by Northwestern as they're going to chip it over. Unable to find Mansfield. That would have been a 2-on-1 for Mansfield and Southern. I would have liked to see that one. Puck on the left side. They throw it all the way rink wide. Everybody can hear that communication by the two Northwestern players. As they throw it on net, Vansel's going to pick it up, trying to chip it over to Southern. Southern unable to get the puck to his teammate. Northwestern, they go around the horn. Puck deflects off the shoulder of Noah Nagel. The Chicago dumping it in. See Swanee trying to pick up a rolling puck. Good stick there by Smitty as he puts it to the corner. Zach Southern, great defense there by the kid. Mansfield picks it up for the Southern turnover. He's not going to make a stupid play. He's going to make a smart play. Chips it on the backhand. Cross-quarter dump by Swanee, looking for his second of the game. Puck's going to get kicked up to Falbo. Nagel keeps it in right before he gets off the leg of Swanee. He's got his head on a swivel. Northwestern makes a pass to a wide open man. So he's going to get banked off the puck a little bit by Swanee. Over to Dom. Tries to pass it up to Pete. Unable to catch the pass, it's going to be an icing. If Vansel had made that pass a little quicker, Pete would have been off to the races. I mean, that's why they call him. I said it like 10. I said it his last shift. That's why they call him Sneaky Pete. It's because he sneaks in behind defenders, sneaks around people, sneaks around campus. And as they're playing one of my favorite songs of my childhood, Chelsea Dagger. Face-off lost there by Sam Falbo as Wazzy's in the shooting lane. Puck goes off the side of the net. Vansel picks it up. Strong on the puck. He's going to throw it up the boards back to Northwestern defenseman. Passes it to the sidewall. Trying to make a move. Unable to get around Falbo. Little scrum on the boards as Wazzy trying to get it over. Sam Falbo trying to chase the puck off. As number 7 in white's going to chip it into the bench for a whistle. For those of you just tuning in, this is the second of 2 games in Robert Crown. Loyola Chicago is being hosted by Northwestern University. We are down 4-1. Puck goes behind the net, over to the point. They're trying to make a move. Shot through a moving screen. Smitty catches that one pretty calmly. Faceoff's going to be on the left side. The left side of Jack Smith. Ryan Kornicki trying to win it on the backhand over to Gino. Tie up. Good support there by Nagel, trying to get a win. Gino chips it up to Nagel. Nagel, puck on the slide. Oh, he's going to make a bad backwards pass, trying to hack down the puck. Puck goes over to Southern on the weak side. He tries to step around his man, unable to. Nagel on the side pressure. Gino Delmonico, good stick there. Puck's on the boards. Like to see another red jersey in there. Maroon, pardon me. They look red. Northwestern motors into the zone. Gretzky curling a dump there as they try to cycle the puck to get their 5th goal of the game. Pass it up to the forward, walk down the net. Off the skate of Ryan Kornicki as he's trying to steal the puck back. Needs to keep his stick on the ice if he wants to get it, though. Chicago looks collapsed here as they pass it out to the front, and Jack Smith's able to make a save. 2 good saves there by Jack Smith, with Chicago just standing there, 5 on a dime. I don't know if I would call it puck watching, but they were just standing. They were in position. At least they were in good position. 6 to go, Chicago down 4-1. I'd imagine we're being outshot by probably 10 or 15 shots right now. Andrew Swanson's going to fight off a couple checks. He's trying to get over to Falvo. Falvo gets to Mansfield. Mansfield dumps it in. Wazzy's on the hunt. Lays a big hit there. Clean hit on the boards. As the puck's going to squirt back out. Dom Vansel picking it up. He throws it over to Mansfield. Mansfield trying to chip it over to Falvo. Falvo tries to get the puck back. Unable to fight off a check. Little D-to-D center there for Northwestern. Wazzy on the back pressure over to Dom. Dom needs to take some ice there. He's going to lackadaisically skate up, throw it over to Mansfield. Mansfield cross corner dump. Chicago not making a change there. They're keeping this top unit out. Falvo forces them to make a pass over to Swanee. Swanee tries to throw it up to Mansfield. He's only going to get a piece of it as the puck goes in behind the net. Slap shot around as it goes off the ref. Picked up by Falvo. Fortunate bounce for Chicago. Back over to Mansfield. He's going back door. Oh, and Zach Southern was right on the doorstep, unable to bury it. He must have gotten tied up at the last minute. Good pass in there from a center wing as the puck unable to, just out of the reach of Ryan Kranicki. Northwestern's going to motor through the zone. Gino with the steal over to Mansfield. Mansfield chips it over to Southern. Southern one-on-one with the hard back pressure. He's going to cut to his forehand. Throws it off balance as it's going to take a kick off one of the legs of the Northwestern defenders. Mansfield's still on the puck as he's going to get horse collar tackled. Little extracurricular activities, no call there. No surprise either. Zach Southern with the back check. He's able to support dummy. Good puck support. It's hard to get around two guys. Southern moving on his backhand. Throws it back over to Mansfield. Mansfield's going to get hit straight in the numbers. Oh, they called that one. As we got a little pushing and shoving going on. We see Logan Mansfield get hit straight from behind. And Zach Southern comes over and dumps the kid. And then we'll see another, and then we see one other kid go after Southern. So if I was calling this game according to the rules, I would have given 2 and a 10 to the kid who hit Mansfield, 2 minute penalty to Southern, and then a 2 minute penalty for the guy who hit Southern. Loyola Chicago should be on the power play, but we'll see what happens. I mean, as we all know, number 20, Will Patchby's a dirty player. I mean, everybody in the league knows that, so. Yeah, as the refs in this league do not prioritize head contact penalties. So if any of you guys, fans watching out there, want to become a USA Hockey ref, I don't know what, or ACHA ref, pardon me, I don't know what the qualifications are, but I know the pay is good and the standards aren't too high. So if you want to raise the standard of our community by enforcing the rules of ice hockey on the collegiate level, like and subscribe on this video. Face-off loss there by Chicago as we're going to see some 4-on-4 action here. 4-on-4 always benefits the team that's losing. So I like to see that. And Southern's going to be coming hot out of that box too. Puck goes over to Falvo. This is able to get going to pick it up on an offsides call. Yeah, that should be all the way down. Offsides. Northwestern not too happy with that offsides call. Because I'm not happy with. I already said it, but. Whatever. Face off to the right of the Northern Illinois, or sorry, not Northern Illinois. They have the same, they look similar jerseys and names. Northwestern goalie, Falvo is going to lose the draw, but he's going to steal it back. Cranker tries to chip it up to the boards. Wazzy unable to keep it in the zone, so puck's rolling, trying to get some pressure. He back passes it over to Swanee. Swanee passes it risky up the middle, but he's able to find Wazzy. Wazzy with a little speed coming in. Looked like Crank was offsides there, but fortunately for Chicago, the refs missed that call too. Wazzy in the corner. He's going to get checked by two guys over to Falvo. Touch passes it to Swanee. Swanee going to be smart there, not throwing it into danger. He's going to do a little mohawk, pass it over to Crank. Crank tries to chip it back to himself. Swanee picks it up, chips it up the middle, unable to find Wazzy. Chicago's going to get some fresh legs out there. Ryan Kranicki going for a steal. Andrew Swanson chases his man behind the net. tries to throw it to the middle, tie up there. Wazzy on the pressure. Mansfield back on the ice. Good to see he's not injured. As Northwestern's going to make a mistake, Mansfield throws a clapper into the leg of that kid. Hopefully he's okay. Took one right off the knee. Fortunately, he's got shin pads on. We see Cranker walking to the middle. He's going to throw it in over an open Mansfield. Mansfield picks up the puck on his backhand. One hand on the stick, trying to protect the puck with his weak hand. Throws it over to Gino. Gino dumps it in. Drops it over to Gino. Gino's going to wheel behind the net. Trying to find. Oh, just got tipped at the last seconds. We see Zach Sather coming out of the box. Logan Mansfield on the forward pressure there. They chip it up. Chip the puck up the zone. We see Alex Doublick trying to pass it over to Mansfield. Mansfield picks up on his forehand, takes a hit. Not before he gets it back to Gino. Gino throws it weak side over to Southern. Southern with a nice touch there, trying to get the puck. Chips it off the boards, and we got a 2-on-1. Noah Nagel, he's looking for options. He shoots it low, gets his own rebound, and chips it just wide of the cage. Zach Southern with a good hit out there. Same with Noah Nagel, good hit. Got to keep the hands down. It's not like you get a penalty for it anyway. As you see Dummy throw it all the way down for an ice. With one. That puck looked tipped to me, as we can see the peanut gallery over there. They're not too happy. You got some alumni over there, including founding members. David, who do I have? David Yehuda, Reed Johnson, Henry Bailey. Oh my gosh, we got everybody. That's always good when you got the alumni coming back. So if you guys, let me know in the comments below if you guys want to see like alumni night, like a Reed Johnson appreciation night or something like that. Like maybe next year, Andrew Swanson, Sam Fallow appreciation night. Because I'm sure they'll be back here for a couple games, a couple weekends if they're not living in Chicago. All right, Chicago's down 4-1 here to Northwestern University with 1 minute 32 seconds to go. Mansfield trying to quarterback something up on this faceoff. Wanted to win it over to Swannies. Southern's going to tie him up. You see Mansfield with a little chip and chase. Unable to get the chase as the puck's ringed in. Nobody's going for it. Puck skipped over the stick of Jack Smith. Behind the net, Mansfield. Good stick play there. Banks it off the boards. Nagel's going to have a tough play as he tries to back it out on his backhand. Unable to. Chicago needs to be a little stronger on these wings if they want to get some more odd man rushes and whatnot. Puck gets banked up, and with the final minute of this middle frame, Northwestern, they were going to wheel in. Trying to throw for a sharp angle off the mask of Jack Smith. Vantil's going to pick it up. He's going to throw it to nobody. The Southern was there. Southern was in the area. As it goes all the way down, Chicago's going to try to get some fresh legs on the ice. Northwestern forward makes a nice move. They got a 2-on-1. They pick it. It goes off the post and back into the pads of Jack Smith. Smitty down. And we see a lot of bodies flying as Northwestern unable to capitalize after their second shot off the post. Chicago doing a little puck watching in the last 15 seconds here. Dom's going to lay a hit behind the net. Northwestern picks it up. They're trying to make something happen in the final seconds. They walk to the middle, lose the puck. Cranker unable to get it off the stick. Tipped up by Falbo as he's trying to find Crank, but he's unable to. As this second period is going to expire. As Loyola Chicago trails 4-1 heading into this final period, I would say they played better. Wouldn't you say they played better?
I'd agree. There was a lot more energy, Aaron.
There was a lot more energy. So, guys, take a break. We'll be back with you. We'll be back with you after this intermission. And we're back. The final frame of this matinee game for Loyola Chicago. Oh, Luke, we're live. We're live. Can you not touch the camera, please? If you guys want Luke to touch the camera, leave it upvote. If you don't want to touch the camera, leave it downvote. We'll take a poll in the chat. I'm sure Tassos will just get in some extra words for his teammates, to his boys, so they come out. We can see all the fans gathered around the tunnel. They want to see if they can get some high fives to the players before they go on the ice. And if you guys want to see, maybe if any of your students are watching, you guys want to see a signing session in Damon or something, feel free to let us know. I mean, I'd like a Sam Falvo autographed hat or jersey or something. I mean, who wouldn't? As the boys take the ice, we'll see what tricks Tassos has up his sleeve for tonight, for this final period here. If you were Luke, if you were Tassos, what would you say? What adjustments would you say? What adjustments would you make for the third period?
More caffeine, more energy, more hits.
Yeah, and he just got here too. More hits. Yeah, a little second period. For those of you just tuning in, we're starting the third period. Chicago is down 4-1. Probably maybe 25 shots on net. Northwestern's probably got about 40.
And more goals. We need more goals.
Yeah. I was talking to Tassos before the game. I said, "What's your plan for the game?" He said, "Win by at least 2." So I'd like to see a 6-goal period for Chicago here. But realistically speaking, I'd like to see Chicago win the period. I'd like to see some good hits. I'd like to see Zach Southern goal. I mean, obviously Zach Southern's one of my favorite players. All right, we got Falvo, Mansfield, and Peter White coming on. Oh, not Peter White. I'm sorry. I meant to say Wazzy. Face-off win by Falvo is trying to keep it in. Steal by Mansfield. He's going to throw it cross corner. Wazzy hits it out of midair. And Chicago is going to let him skate up the ice. Good positioning there by Gino, as he's going to steal the puck, wheel all the way up the ice. Mansfield chips it ahead to Falvo. Falvo back to Mansfield off the side of the net. Trying to keep something going here early in this third period. Falvo with a quality hit there, unable to get the puck back. Little 2-on-3 for Northwestern. They try to make that cross-ice play. They pass it across ice a lot more than we do. Pass in front of the net, hits friendly fire. As we see Northwestern go D to D and they shoot on net and it goes off the hand. It goes off the hand of 20. He goes to the dirty areas, goes off his hand and gets tipped in. Jack Smith cannot be happy with that one. The defender let the Northwestern forward go right to the front of the net and camp out there. He could have built a campfire at the time he was in front of the net. And he gets rewarded with a goal. So we're now in the first minute of this period, we're already down. We're down 5-1. Face-off lost by Kernicki, as Dom's going to pick up the puck, go to his forehand, trying to wheel behind the net. Throws it on the tape of the Northwestern forward. He's going to wheel around the net on his forehand, throw it up to the point. Slow slapper, gets tipped wide. Good shot block by Dom there. So the boys try to get the puck out of the zone. They're unable to. Another shot block by Dom. Puck goes back to the middle. Another shot. Oh, that got tipped wide. As someone goes after Smitty, we can see a little couple cross-checking. I don't know what the Northwestern fans and players are pissed about. They ran our goalie. What do you expect to happen? As Vansel goes for a hit, he blows a tire. At least he's selling the body. He missed there, but I like the effort by the sophomore. Zach Southern on the ice. He's going to motor up on the backhand. Puck gets tipped off his stick. Swanee back for Chicago. He's going to dump his man into the corner. Quality hit by Swanee. And he gets number 28 again. Oh man, Swanee has dumped 28 like 3 times this weekend at least. As we're going to see Northwestern take an undisciplined penalty. Definitely a makeup call. As we see Andrew Swanson dump 2 players into the corner, one with the puck, and one right after. Oh no, you gotta be kidding me. They're putting Southern in the box? I don't understand why. We'll see if Swanee's gonna go over and talk to the refs and try to get an explanation for what's going on. If I was Tosselson, I would be livid. I really thought that'd be a makeup call. I don't have anybody else up in the booth except for the broiler. Maybe coincidental minors, possibly. Yeah, it's like I said before. This is what happens when you don't call penalties early. So you let the game get out of hand. They run our goalie. They run our goalie. No call. And then what do you think? What do you think is going to happen? You're going to get ran over by Swanee or Falbo or Nagel. Like, duh. Little 4-on-4 action here. Always favors the team that's losing. Good win by Falbo. Dummy's going to pick it up. Stop. Pull the puck to his forehand. I like when he's a lot better on his forehand than backhand for sure. He's going to lose it. Northwestern picks it up. They try to go between the legs. Good save by Jack Smith. Fortunately, Jack Smith's like a rock back there. He's able to, when he can see him, he can stop him. The whole game. Face-off lost by Falbo, but fortunately the puck's going to squirt out of the zone. Mansfield on the pressure. Little D-to-D action. They go DD wing. Taking it up the middle. Gino gets walked. Oh, all Swedish, no finish there as they shoot the puck high and wide. Unable to get, as Northwestern's unable to score. They shoot it from the point, gets tipped wide. Off the skate of Gino. Right to 2-2. He throws it. Saved by the stick of Smitty. Puck's going to get chipped up to Logan Mansfield. He's going to try to they're trying to rub him off on the boards there, but he gets it back over to Dummy. Dummy head on a swivel, passes it up to Falbo. Falbo, a little stop and go action, ankle breaker. And number 53, he's a good skater. He's got some great edges. Probably used to be a figure skater with those good edges. As Gino's going to get it, puck over center, tip it in deep, get hit 3 seconds after the whistle, or after he dumps it in. Crank trying to tip it, back to Gino. See what Gino does. Nice backhand sauce over to Mansfield. We can hear Cranker calling for the puck. He's going to get it. Cranker with a head of steam there, trying to go for the toe drag. Cranker had a good toe drag on Chicago's lone goal. Cranker's best strength is his passing. He's great at assists. I'd like to see him get another one. Northwestern's going to move over into our zone. Trying to tie, as the boys are trying to tie him up. Swanee's going to steal the puck. Swanee and Crank, 2-on-1. Swanee's moving on his forehand. Over to Crank as he gets tied up at the last minute. Totally gets taken down and hit in the jaw. No call there. As we see, back to 5-on-5 here, as Cranker's definitely unhappy about that missed call. As Wazzy takes down his man. It's like a dog show out here with all this tackling. We might as well be watching a football game. I know Northwestern's a football team. We don't, but maybe some of the guys on Northwestern hockey could try out for the team. Zach Southern on the back check. I'm surprised they didn't call him for a penalty there. They love giving him penalties. Northwestern shoots it high and wide. They pick it up in the zone. Southern trying to get a hit there. Dummy's going to pick it up, shovel it on his backhand over to Nagel. Oh, no, pardon me, Kernicki. Kernicki's going to take some ice. You know he's upset. He's going to lose it. Stolen by Northwestern. They try to make a move. Dummy with some good defense there. Not looking at the puck, looking at the body. Over to Pete. Nice to see him back on the ice. Pete and Nagel 2-on-2. Nagel fires it high into the chest. High into the chest of the Northwestern goalie. I'd like to see our boys lift the puck a little more on some shots when they get in close. Try to pick corner. We got a lot of good snipers on this team. But there are some guys on this roster, they're just better at shooting low. Like Falbo, he's like a low sniper, right? Same Falbo, Saturn, those guys are good at shooting it low. I remember back in the day, my dad told me, he said, Aaron, you can always shoot the puck a little harder on the ice because you can compress your stick a little more. So for all you young hockey players out there, sometimes shooting the puck low is better, unless you're in tight. Puck gets ringed around as Dummy's going to pick it up on his forehand, pinch it in. Mansfield going to the dirty area, unable to get the puck though. Sam Falbo with a good back check there. He's able to take down his man, and they're going to call a penalty for what? I just can't believe it. As we can see, we can hear the Sam Falvo fan club. They're not too happy about that one. I don't know why they would call a good back check and a clean hit a penalty. We'll see what the refs signal. They probably won't communicate to the fans. I know I'm biased. Because like everyone on the team's my friend, but like, come on, bro. Why are you calling that a penalty?
Honestly, that call was softer than my body pillow.
So we're gonna see Chicago go on the penalty kill. Down by 4 goals. That's not what you want to see. Chicago dumps it out. Wazzy's trying to find Falvo, or trying to find Saturn. Pardon me. We're having a good time up here in the booth, ladies and gentlemen. Northwestern's going to motor on through, trying to set up their power play. Is they going to lose the puck? Noah Nagel, just slips by him. He was already thinking about where he was going to shoot before he even picked up the puck. Southern on a little back pressure. Northwestern skates into space. Swanee with a little stick check. He's going to steal it, see if he can make a move. Gets through one guy, gets hit up high. As soon as he's down, he's back up though. Chicago got some fresh legs. They're trying to make a move. Good save there by Smitty. Good save there by Smitty on a weak shot. Got a minute. You know it's a live mic, right? You know, like we're on camera.
I don't know what gets picked up.
Everything gets picked up. All right, we got 13 minutes 43 seconds left in this final frame for matinee game. Northwestern University versus Loyola Chicago. Chicago's going to lose the face-off here. Halfway through this PK, Dummy trying to go for a stick pressure, at least keep the puck to the outside. Northwestern's going to throw it around the horn. They're circling, they're passing. Back over to the point. D to D. Over to the sideboards. Back to the point. Boys are containing well here. Northwestern throws it down below the goal line. He walks up with it. Trying to go to the middle. No options. Back to the sidewall. They're cycling on us. Over to the D to D. Walk up the sidewall. They're going to go back to the point. Probably throw it across. Back to the sidewall. Try to throw it to the middle. Good stick there by Gino. Puck's going to squirt out just barely as Mansfield unable to pick it up. You see a blatant offsides call not get called there. That must have been a whole stick length offsides. As we're back to even, Alex Dumlick tries to pass it up, gets tipped off the ref's skate, as go all the way down. They're going to call it an icing.
So you can tell the NIU penalty players are not happy about being pulled off the ice after a good couple block shots. If I was coach NIU, I would change the forwards, but we're going to see who's going to be taking.
Boys are down 5-1 right now. Sam Falvo on the faceoff. We see another little mixed up line. We see Falvo, Krenicki, and Mansfield. Double block there, but we're not able to get it. Puck goes off the back, over to the point, back door, and Jack Smith, oh my God! Oh my God, Jack Smith lays out with his best glove save of his entire career, ladies and gentlemen, clip that. Jack Smith dead to rights, and he lays out, able to highway robbery. If only we get Jack Smith out forward, maybe he can score for us, because he's playing his heart out right now. Mansfield's going to pick it up, chip it off the boards. He's going to get tied up, gives it over to Kranker, trying to dump it in. Puck gets creamed around the boards. Falvo's going to pick it up. Down to Mansfield. Falvo trying to get the puck back. Goes off his back. Puck is chipped up. Gino's trying to find some options. He's not going to panic. Throw over a Dummy. He mishandles the puck with a little Mansfield back checking over there. Back to Dummy. See what he can do. He's looking backhand. Now he's looking forehand. Chips it over to Gino. Gino up to Falvo. Falvo's going to turn it over. Right to the stick. Good save there by Smitty. He would have been dead to rights for the second time in 10 minutes. But fortunately, Kraker's going to have the puck. We got a 2-on-1. Kraker and Mansfield. Kraker chips it over to Mansfield, skate, and he shoots it off the blocker. Man, Mansfield was so close to just bearing it. Puck's underneath the body of a forward, as we're going to get a whistle for a hand pass. Kraker with a good saucer there. Gets tipped. Mansfield's able to kick it to his stick and still get the shot off. You can tell Logan Mansfield is not too happy he did not score. A new addition to our team second semester. Not a new addition to Loyola, but a new addition to the team. And we're happy to have him. Noah Nagel on the faceoff with Jack Lewis, Zach Southern on his wings. Win by faceoff lost by Nagel as Jack Lewis on the puck, unable to get it. Nagel tips it over to Southern. He can't control the puck. You see Swanee with a hit, able to force it over to Nagel. Nagel chips up the boards. Northwestern skates into the zone with no pressure. Swanee with a great hit, able to take down the captain on captain hit. Puck gets shipped up to Southern. He's got Lewis on his right side, trying to make a move. Unfortunately, he turns it over. Swanee picks it up, dumps it in. Southern and Lewis on the forecheck. They're not going to get it. As we see Northwestern ice the puck. It's waved off. Vansel's going to pick it up. As we can see, Tassos rotating more players in. As the refs are going to call that an icing. So if any of you fans out there are confused why the icing wasn't called against us, but it wasn't called for us, but was called against us, I can't tell you why, because it looked the exact same to me. Maybe someone can explain to me in the comments. I thought I knew hockey, but I guess I don't know. I guess I don't. And my partner up here is giving me a confused look. Little D-to-D action for Northwesterns. They're going to shoot on net. It gets tipped in the back of the net. As Northwestern, they went half wall to the point, threw it D-to-D, threw it on net, and it just gets tipped down low. I don't even think that puck touched the back of the net. Chicago unable to block the shot. Jack Smith unable to make the save. Chicago down 2-0 in the period, 6-1 on the day as we're halfway through the last period of the last matchup between these two hockey clubs. Sam Falbo going aggressive off the draw. He's trying to win it over to Mansfield, unable to get that one done. Gino's going to pick up the puck. A little stop and go action. He's going to wheel up the right side. He gets taken down. He gets taken down by his legs as we're going to see a one-on-one here with Dummy. Northwestern shoots it high and wide. Puck gets picked up by Gino, trying to chip it over to Mansfield. Mansfield over to Wazzy. Wazzy 1-on-3. He's going to lose it. Sam Falbo on the chase as Northwestern shoots it against their own net. I guess they feel bad for us. Maybe they want to score in their own net, make this game a little closer. Sam Falbo picks it up, trying to go D-to-D over to Dummy, but pass got tipped. They're trying to walk through Dummy. They do, as Jack Smith has to come out to play the puck. Wazzy chips it back over to, that's Gino, back over to Dummy. Dummy, head up. He's going to throw it over to Mansfield. Mansfield, he's going to get rubbed off a little bit there. Throws it in the body of 14. Smitty tried to cover up, get some fresh legs. Mansfield's still on the puck. He throws it over to Falbo. Falbo banks it off the boards. Swinger's not there yet. As Northwestern dumps it in, just trying to run time off the clock. That's what you want to do when you're winning by this large of a margin. Just wind down that clock. Get it away from your own goaltender. Gino's going to walk into the zone. He's looking for options. Throws it down. Swanee trying to keep the puck in the zone. He's unable to. Little spin move there as Swanee rips it all the way below the net. Noah Nagel dumps it in. Swanee with a little pressure. He goes for a hit. You can tell the captain is not too happy with his team's performance right now. .8:21 to go here in this final frame. We got Southern, Kranicki, and Nagel on the ice with Mailman and Swanee on D. see if Cranker can maybe try to win this one on his forehand to Southern. We'll see a little D to D. Unable to get the forehand win, and went off the skate of the ref. Northwestern chips it up. They have a 3-on-2 if they hurry. They're going to wheel in up their right side. Forehand, try to go to the middle. Nobody there. Southern trying to get the puck. He can't. Mailman takes a hit to the head. Oh my gosh. That was a dirty, dirty play by 23. His shoulder right to the head of Max Alamon in his first shift of the game. Hopefully he's okay. As you guys all know, Mailman, future doctor, applying to medical school. He does not look good. He is not moving. As obviously Northwestern's been playing dirty with the head contact penalties all day, and we already have one injury on our team. Peter White. Now Mailman is down in the same spot. Only 20 seconds into his shift, he's getting taken down as the arena falls silent. You can hear both coaches chirping at each other. Tasa said it's the second one this weekend. Actually, it's the third. You know, dirty coach, dirty players. Like, you'd think if they went to Northwestern, they'd be a little smarter. But I guess not. I mean, Will Pashby, we know he's a dirty player. 23, 53. They're all. I mean, I hate to talk trash about people on a live stream like this, but you're going after our players' heads. Like, we're all here to play hockey. We're all here to get an education. Our team has multiple pre-med multiple biochem, Ryan Kranicki, Noah Nagel, Max Alamanan, and like that's a future doctor whose head you just took off. Like we all know Reed Johnson just got into medical school at Roosevelt University. He's been there for a year, 4.0 GPA. He's alternate captain on our team. Great leadership for these guys. And when you have a player like, when you have players like Henry Bailey and Reed Johnson leading your club, it sets up a better atmosphere for the next generation of players, like the young guys like Southern. You're like, well, we don't see those guys doing that. All right, so we're gonna go on mute a little bit for this intermission, this injury timeout. Hopefully, Mailman's okay. So as we can see, Mailman's being helped off.
Back to the clubhouse.
He went back to the locker room. Yeah, no surprise there. He's probably going to the hospital. We'll see what the call is. It's pretty grim scene right now here, as we have another injury. So we're not seeing. Did we see 20?
Did we see him get kicked out of the game?
Who? The guy made the hit?
Yeah.
No.
So as we see another missed call by the refs, no, that's a different guy. We see 17 is serving the penalty for 23. 23 is. I didn't see him leave the ice, so I don't know what's up with that. Face-off win by Sam Falvo as he's going to throw it back to Swanee. Swanee shoots it low. See Mansfield on the puck as Crank's unable to put it in. First Loyola Chicago power play. On the scoreboard it says 5 in the game. I didn't see him leave the ice, but the scoreboard says it does. It says he did. Ryan Kranicki's going to come up with the puck as Chicago has a 5-minute power play here with 7.5 minutes left in the game. We could really turn this game around here in terms of a strategical advantage. This is a blessing for us. Puck gets banked over to Cranker. Cranker chips it back down to Falvo. He's not going to be able to get it. Yeah, we can see the Northwestern bench. They're happy about clearing the puck. Jack Smith comes out to play it as he's trying to get it to Cranker. Cranker head up. Sauces it over to Mansfield. It's a little too hot. Sam Falvo trying to get the puck back, not take a penalty. He dumps his man. See Andrew Swanson pick up. He's trying to take some ice there. Sam Falvo, puck support there. Swanee's going to walk through the middle, still with the puck. Back over to Cranker. Cranker takes the middle, backhand pass to Swanee, over to Cranker. He's going to shoot it into the catching mitt. Good save there by the... as we see Wazzy get his stick slashed out of his hands. Cranker's having some words with number 8. Number 8 looks like he has a bit of an underbite there, going after Swanee and going after Crank. As he skates to the bench, we're going to see Mansfield, Swanee, and Wazzy, and Crank. Oh, so everyone's staying on the ice except we're going to see Gino. Sam Falvo trying to go with a backhand win. He's going to win it over to Mansfield, over to Crank, dumps it in. Falvo on the puck, little stop and go. Back over to Mansfield. Mansfield over to Falvo. Falvo trying to throw it to the middle. Northwestern's going to dump it down. Smitty's going to come out to play it over to Crank. Reverses it over to Gino Delmonico. 3 minutes left in this. 3 minutes left in this penalty. 6 left in the game as Chicago is trailing 6-1. As we've had 2 head injuries this game, or 2 head injuries this weekend. Cranker, great save there to keep it in. Gets it over to Mansfield. Mansfield back to Cranker. He's going to shoot it. Breaks his stick. Oh, you hate to see that. Cranker keeps it in. And as he breaks his stick clean in half, too. You rarely see that. It's Northwestern. They're going to come in, and they pick top corner. 2-on-1 for Northwestern, and they don't make a mistake as they're able to go. They're able to go bar down, making it 7-1. That's brutal. Ryan Kranicki, great play in there. Just blocks it with his body, gets it over to Mansfield. Mansfield right back to Cranker. And you really just hate to see that. That's the nail in the coffin. That's the nail in the coffin. As Chicago gives up a shorthanded goal. Andrew Swanson on the face-off. He's going to win it cleanly. Dummy unable to handle it. Nice dumb look behind the net. Over to Crank. Crank with a new stick. He's going to wheel up the ice. Over to his forehand up the left side. Coming in with some speed. Trying to make a move. Find the middle. He goes for the wraparound, gets stuffed. Nagel unable to bury. As Northwestern rims it out. Over to Dummy. Back to Swanee. Swanee with a nice toe drag. He's going to make a move to his forehand. Trying to set something up. Pivots to his backhand. Sauces it over to Dummy. He's looking to shoot. Passes it down low to Nagel. Nagel's got options. Throws it over to Swanee. He's unable to keep it in the zone. Unfortunate there for Chicago. As the boys go D to D in their own zone. Puck goes over to Oxdenilik. As he passes it over to Swanee, he's going to catch it. Passes it over to Southern, takes a quick one-timer. Dropped down on the one knee like Stamkos there, but was unable to score. Little cycling there by Chicago as they throw it over, back to Dummy. Dummy's looking to shoot. He does, right over to Cranker. Southern gets hooked. No call there. Puck goes over back to Nagel at the point. He goes to Dummy. Dummy looking to shoot. He's going to throw it on net. Southern goes off his skating wide. Back over to Nagel. Down to Swanee. He's going to go strong on the forehand. Trying to keep the puck. He chips it over to Cranker. Goes a little between the legs. Nice move there, buddy. Trying to make some moves. He goes to the middle. Takes a hit. Southern picks up the puck. Back to Swanee. Swanee over to Dummy. He's looking to shoot. Gets tipped up into the netting. Dummy definitely has that shoot first, pass second mentality. That's what's made him. It's what's made him an effective hockey player. We're gonna see top unit for Chicago come back on the ice. As we got Falvo, Wazzy, Mansfield, Swanee, and Gino. Andrew Swanson's still on the ice. Puck's one back to Swanee. He's going to throw it over to Gino. Chicago still on the power play. Back to Swanee. Over to Gino. Little D-to-D action. Over to Mansfield. Chips it off the boards. Back to Gino. Gino plays it safely up to Mansfield. He's going to be able to stay strong on his stick, throwing it down low to Falvo. Falvo throws it up to Gino. Gino cross to Swanee. Swanee. Oh, what a foul! Shoots, he scores! What a great pass by Andrew Swanson. As Sam Fowl was able to bury the biscuit. Let's go. Stopping them bleeding a little bit here in the third period. 3 minutes left. Might be a little too late, but it's nice to see a power play goal for Chicago with assists from Gino and Swanee. Swanee 2 points on the day. Sam Fowl is going to get his second of the weekend. But it's like I said at the beginning of the period, Sam Fowl, he's really good at shooting low. He puts a lot of power on his stick because he leans on it when he shoots. I really like that. It's a good quality to have. Northwestern's going to dump the puck. 7-2 with 3 minutes left, 3.5. Puck goes over to Gino. Gino trying to find Mansfield. He can't. 2-on-2 here for Northwestern. Little Gretzky curl by 53. He's a good skater. Dirty player, but a good skater. Gino picks up the puck. Trying to find something to do. Throws it to the middle. Mansfield back to Gino. Over to Wazzy. Wazzy throws into the skates of a defender. Unable to get the puck back as Gino picks it up. He's got help with him, Andrew Swanson. We're back to even strength after a 5-minute major penalty. Puck gets chipped away by Swanee. Gino in the corner. Cranker trying to pick it up. The puck skips over his stick. Shot blocked by Gino. Swanee's going to turn it over. Fortunately, he's able to block the shot as well. Still been on the ice. He's probably been on the ice for 4 minutes now. Andrew Swanson dodges a knee hit. Over to Crank. Crank's going to throw it rink side to Mansfield. Nice sauce there. Mansfield bumps it down over to Gino. Gino back to Don. He's back on the ice. Back to Gino. Trying to do something fancy in the middle of the ice. As we see Dom hack down a guy like he's chopping down trees. Southern picks up the puck. Kicks it to his stick. Trying to wheel on his forehand. So he's going to stay strong on the puck. So he's going to have a nice quality hit there. See, that's how you hit someone when they have their back to you. You hit them in the shoulder, not the back of the head. Maybe Zach Southern should run a hitting clinic for Northwestern University. So see Ryan Kornicki just get taken down way behind the play. As the net's off, nobody notices. Dummy's going to chip it over to Nagel. Nagel unable to give it deep. Zach Southern pushes the puck all the way down. Crank chipped it in. Chicago trying to make something happen in the final minute of this period of this game. As you see Dummy, or pardon me, that was not Dummy, that was Dom. Chip it all the way in. Northwestern, they're going to motor up the ice. Dom with another good steal there. I'm unable to complete that pass. Dummy behind the net, looking for his options. He's going to cut to his forehand. Chip it up the middle. Fortunately, Peter Armitage was there. Pete on his forehand. Little power move, trying to make something happen. Tries to toe drag. Southern's going to pick it up. Southern should have chipped it over to Pete there. Pete trying to go for a hit. Battling hard there. The last shift of this game. Good hit by Sean Carey. Peter Armitage is going to wheel to the forehand. Oh. Good hit by Sean as Pete's going to have had a good opportunity there. So we see Noah Keane on the ice. As the puck's on the, we've got 3 forwards on the rub. Keener gets taken down as Jack Lewis picks the puck. He's going to get it to Sean. Sean Carey throws it on net, but it's going to get blocked. As we see the puck get chipped past Gino, could be a breakaway. Great save by Smitty. Just gets a piece of the glove on it. It was a bouncing puck, and Smitty extends that glove to make a good save. As this game's going to come to an end. See a little bit of chirping after. Oh no, never mind. They're just hugging and kissing. I don't know why. Whatever. Game's over. Game's over. Chicago falls 7-2 again. At least we scored another goal this game. So we're gonna see both teams shake hands, and we'll go back to our studies. Hopefully Peter White's okay, and hopefully Max Alemano's okay. I'm sure his parents are in the house for senior night, as they live in Chicago. Yeah, Yeah, and as we know, Max Alaman, mailman, 9 weeks away from graduating pre-med, so hopefully he's okay and he can continue his studies. I think we'll see you guys back next week when we take on ONU for the second time this year. All right, so for myself, Peter White, Luke Balboa, Luke Broylette, Sam Beebe, and all the other interns. We got so many, almost too many to name. Tassos Kirkos signing off. I hope you guys have a good week. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.